Well gone, everybody. Welcome back to J&M Vybz. So today we're gonna do a story time
about the first time we went to Jamaica, our first trip together before COVID came and ruined everything.
This was back in 2019.
I was still in school, we basically went to Jamaica because I was graduating,
and it was gonna be like a present to yourself,
right? It was a damn present to myself because I worked hard. I was rewarding myself with this trip. Graduated with a highest GPA.
Yeah,
I was very proud.
Yep. It was for her graduation present, and like we were always talking about taking a trip together. So I mean, I decided to join because why not, right?
I went a week earlier to go take care of some documents, and I had family there, so I went to go do that for the week, and then she came a week later, and we met up.
Yeah. So before we get into exactly what happened, a little background as to what made us even book this. So the beginning of 2019 was fucked. That happened with Princess and all them things that happened in 2019. Yeah, so that's why we needed a break.
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, we needed a break. I remember there was a lot going on
at that
before.
time,
yeah, and so it wasn't hard to set up a all-inclusive to Jamaica. It really wasn't. It wasn't.
It really took no time.
But because of everything that was happening, like at the beginning of the year, we literally planned it. Like we talked about it and planned it the same time. Because we are two people, we do not like to talk about things and not get it done.
Always about what we say.
Like all the time. We don't talk to talk. Because whenever I say that I want to do something, I need to get it done. I don't want to wait forever. Yeah. So when we talked about it, like I think it was like in February, we booked it. And the trip we went to, it was like April.
Yeah.
April. So yeah, so Janelle went down a week before. Them times there I was working full time, so I had to take time off of my job, so I can only take a week off because I didn't want to use out all my vacation. So anyways, yeah, we booked the week at this at the Rio Montego Bay Resort in Jamaica. And so yeah, when I pulled up a week later after Janelle.
But I was already there at the resort because I went, as I said, I went there earlier, so I went and I checked in. So I was basically just waiting for her to come to get the festivities started because
yes, that's the reason, you know. Whenever we travel with family, it's like it's lit because you're traveling with family, but it's never like actually like the fun you want to enjoy
when you're that young,
so that's why Janelle was with her family for the first week. So when I come, you already know it's time to get to it, you know. Like, so I remember when I landed, I came out of the hotel, whatever. By the time I walk out the airport, I already have a red stripe in my hand. I already have somebody trying to sell me weed. Like, bare things already gone in before I hop on the coach to get to the resort. Yeah, got to the resort. Like as soon as the bus turned, I just noticed a big head and lime green, like a big lime green outfit Janelle had on. I noticed that. From that, I just big smile on my face. I see Janelle's literally, like I couldn't even walk off the bus. The girl wanted me to fly off the bus and be in the room already. She was so ready. As soon as I come off the bus, this girl's like, "Let's go, let's go." One thing about our resort though, it don't have no elevators.
Oh yeah, nope. You never have no elevator.
And we were at the top floor. And so I had to drag my shit up. Wet, freshen up. Yeah, so I always overpack. Anywhere, anytime. No, but me on another level.
Overpack. Like I overpack, she overpack.
Like I have my backup plans. Like if my suitcase is more, I literally try to see what I can take out, and I just want everything, so I would pay the more.
Yeah. Yes.
But I don't regret that though. So yeah, went up to the room, got changed, got ready, and then got to it because that's the place we're there, not there to waste no time. So then we started going to the bars and stuff at the resort because it was already pretty late by the time I reached. So we went to this bar and we're sitting down, getting lit, trying to talk about our plan, what we're gonna do, right?
Yeah.
We're just sitting there chilling, man, our business, vibing, happy as fuck.
Like the usual.
Yeah, that's the usual. And then out of nowhere, these two guys from the UK came and
obviously chatting to us.
Yeah,
it's us.
Facts. So they came, introduced themselves, we introduced ourselves.
They're pretty chill.
Yeah,
Still.
they were pretty chill, pretty cool. And I think they were there already before us, so they already knew how everything was. They basically turned us up.
They did.
It was a great,
shout out to those guys.
Yeah,
They
shout out
really
to y'all. You guys turned us up. That was a lit first night.
It was.
Yeah, so what we did was after the bar, they sat down with us, had some drinks, introduced us, talk about where we're from, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then we went around, we went to the beach, and then we were just walking around the resort. Then we ended up going into the club. Yeah. And then we're there chilling, turning up. That shit was lit. The bartenders, everybody's lit in the club, you know? Yeah, it was me and Janelle. We're at the bar, and that's when the Chichi Man song come on. Anytime the Chichi Man song come on, it's like from them apart in a Chichi Man make we that's our song from a long time. Like anytime that song comes on anywhere, we're what we just did anywhere.
But worse.
Yeah, but worse. Yeah, loud worse. So yeah, we're the only people in the bar. Everybody.
Yeah, just turn us down.
Yeah, start Korean. We're like time to go. Time to go because we already know we're gonna get bombarded like we always do, you know?
Yeah.
So then when we somehow those guys were with us again, and then we walked around some more. Went to go chill by the pool and stuff. We went to drink some more, so we went to this another bar. By the time we wanted to go drink more, all the bars were closed, all the restaurants were closed.
Yeah.
And there was only one. Yeah, there's only one 24/7 bar that was still open. So we went to that bar, lit. We got turned with the bartender.
So fun.
Yeah, we got so lit that night. We got turned up with the bartender. He was fun. He turned us up so much. Yeah, that night. And then afterwards, we went back and me, Janelle, and these two guys were just chilling by the poolside, just blasting tracks, chatting, busting jokes, balling off, putting pool. Like that shit was so funny. Like yo, and those guys too.
Their accent was thick.
There was a point, there was a point where like I'm there and like I was saying lots of something or whatever, and then like the guy talks to the other guy and says something, right? And then like I'm just there and I'm like. And I look at Janelle. Janelle's in the corner saying, "Cause I'm dying." She says they're dying. And then the thing is, you can't die around me, fam. Don't laugh around me. That's such a problem.
Once I'm dying, she's dying.
Yes.
It's just like
no, cause she can die quietly. But once I notice that she's dying, like I bust out laughing, and then she busts out laughing, and then it's just a problem because we can't stop.
Yeah,
we have to literally like remove ourselves. So it's like you say we're sorry, cause at that point we're so blatant with it that we're so blatant for the rest of just be like I'm sorry.
I'm remembering it. It's like exactly as she said.
Yeah. So we told them like we can't decide what the fuck you're saying.
Yeah, we probably did.
Yeah,
they were because cool,
they were just busting jokes. So yeah, we had fun with them that first night. And then they were pretty much there the whole week. But we chilled with them on 1-2 times, but not all the time. That was the first night. Around like probably went back to the room around 4-5 o'clock in the morning. It was late because I remember I took a video. It was like 2-something. We had our foot in the pool.
Yeah,
and we're still there for like time after that.
So around 4-something.
Yeah, so we're so lit that those guys literally turned us up. And the bartenders, everything was just vibes. That was literally the definition of vibes.
Yeah, the first night was just immaculate. Yeah, it was just great.
Way better than I could have expected.
Yeah.
But so that was the first night. So because we wake up so late, I think we missed breakfast the first day, but we had lunch and we had dinner. And we dressed up to go to dinner. And yo, the food just amazing.
I remember everything was Sunday, so you know them have the Sunday food, the rice and peas, the curry goat, everything was great. It was great.
Anyways, so yeah, the food was really good. We got dressed up to go to dinner that evening, and then afterwards,
did the same shit.
Yeah, we pretty much turned up again.
Yeah.
We actually, like, all I know is that at the time we went to the 24/7 bar. And like we're drinking so much, and like the bartender was like he liked us, you know, because we're lit. So he kept like making sick shots, sick drinks. He was making beer daiquiris, pina coladas, and the thing is, me and Janelle is not shots people. We don't really be taking shots like that. Like we mostly take tequila shots because it's not nothing. But other than that, like the taste of liquor doesn't agree with me really. So like the shots he was making with these nice ass, easy ass shots, we could just go down. Yeah, all I noticed is I looked at my phone and it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
That's how long.
We were in there for
a good 4 hours, a good 4 or 5 hours, and it didn't even feel like that.
Yeah,
we literally went by
having so much fun. We're busting jokes, laughing, dying. That shit was so funny. In the Caribbean, usually the sun rises around 5 o'clock in the morning, 5-6 o'clock.
Yeah.
So them times there was time to go. So then we went downstairs and we decided to pass by the beach. This time, them times here were lit. Lit early morning. Nobody else is up. Nobody else is up. If there was anybody up, it's the old people and the old couples walking by the beach. Nobody in the water and stuff, right? So I had on like a tube top and shorts, and I had like a side bag with me, right?
Yeah.
So we go walking by the beach, right? All of a sudden, like I didn't even give her no warning. I just do this with my bag and give it to her, or a drop or whatever. And all I know is like I'm just walking in the beach water, walk straight into the water, full clothes on, start floating.
Everything. I was like,
okay, let's go. Yeah,
that's what we're doing.
But the thing is, we were. It was early morning, like sometimes 5-6 o'clock in the morning. She had her Bluetooth speaker blasting the tracks.
Yes,
blasting the tracks. That's what we said.
Everybody,
wake up, turn up.
Yes, that was our music playing. No, because we really did.
Yeah, because like literally, like we were the last man standing. There's nobody else. Nobody else. Literally, we never usually do stuff like that. Well, over here it's impossible. Things don't go on that way or go on that nice. For you to be all night just having good vibes, things will happen. And then be in the beach.
Something always happen for you.
Yeah, and then be in the beach. That was just like, that's like the perfect night for me. That's just a perfection.
Which is probably why she ended up
in the water. Because like I love water so much. So it's like I'm lit and I'm seeing the blue nice water and nobody there inside. I'm in that.
Fuck. So, I still have the video.
Yeah, she has video. So like when I was walking in the water, Golden Home by Alkaline was playing, right? Yes. So I'm walking around, I'm like golden, 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 golden. Now I'm just there floating, singing. And this girl like turning Yo, I think about me is whatever liquors in me, dog. I have no filter, no shit at all.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, and nobody can fuck with me or anybody that's around me when I'm lit. Cause like she's seeing.
There's always creepers, no matter where we go. Always somebody has to just.
No matter where, whether we die in a car, on the highway in midnight, it tints. Whether we die.
No, because.
No matter where we die, no matter what we die, it's always something. It's always something. When I came out, I'm just so happy, but I'm looking down at my clothes, soaking because it was not a bikini, you know. So I'm just like, hey, you know, better. So I went back to the room, clean up, knock out. Yes. Obviously, that time there, we already missed breakfast. So, but basically, when we get back up, we just went straight to the beach. Yeah. And on the beach, they have like these sets where they barbecue. They have the jerk chicken,
and all of them something there.
And they have the bars from the beach and stuff. So that's pretty much how it was for the most part. Because like we just wanted to chill, relax, enjoy the vibe, enjoy the beach and stuff like that. You know,
that's basically what the trip was about. So it's like beach all day, every day.
Turning up, and enjoying the peace. Cause we like stressful all the time, so that was so peaceful and amazing. That's life right there. Yes. There's nothing better than that. And then being in the there's nothing better than that. So that's what we did the third day too. Trip. Yeah. And then the third night, I believe you tapped out because she wasn't able to keep up with the third night.
I went to bed early because I'm like 2 nights in a row was too much. 2 nights too much. Yeah.
But you know, I'm Guyanese, so from a long time I have tolerance and them things. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding, but still,
I know you're not kidding.
But that night, so I stayed in the 24/7 bar pretty much all night because our plan was, because you know we like to take pictures, and pretty much from like 9 o'clock in the morning till like all day the beach is packed at a resort. So from the night before when we're up all night and then we end up at the beach, we seen that it's completely empty in the morning. In the morning around 6 a.m. Yeah, we saw it's completely empty. Next day we're like, hey, we're gonna come take pictures.
Take a picture, you know, I get a good beach picture.
Yeah, because and that was the only time the beach is really free because we don't really like people in our pictures like that. So I was really that tired. And then I said that I'm gonna go back to the hotel room to change and wake her up to come take the pictures. So around like 5, when I knew that the sun was rising, that's what we did. And then the water sometimes was so beautiful, like the way it was looking, and the sun was now rising, and it looked kind of pink. Yeah, we got some sick pictures there. But then when we were going there, we met with one of the guys that we met the first night, one of the UK guys. And then so we made him take the pictures of us together, right? When we're in the pool, right?
Yes.
Like all I know is me and Janelle posting up her pictures, bro. And then Janelle's posting there. I'm like a little bit up. I look back at Janelle. Janelle turned around. Her whole top is down. Titties fully out, bro. When she turned back around, everybody saw. Especially that guy. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm like Janelle. And then she just turned around and she pulled it back up.
No, because you know what happened when you dip down in the water and you just never feel it, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that was so funny because you made his whole trip.
Probably.
You made his whole
She messed on the whole thing.
like whole thing out. I screamed. I just
screamed. You're like, no. And I'm like, oh shit.
Because I felt bad because I know how it feels, bro. So.
But like honestly, I didn't even feel no ways afterwards.
I know,
because I was like, it's just boobs.
After that, I went and knocked out because I didn't sleep that night. So I went and knocked out. I think you probably went to go have breakfast and stuff.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, because sometimes in the morning, bro, I'm too tired to get up and go do all of that. She's whole hungry belly.
Yes.
Yeah, but every morning she went. But no, the variety of the breakfast food was just amazing.
Yeah, and they just had the good hot chocolate, like the hot chocolate.
Everything was just great, from like any variety of any different type of food that you could ever ask for. The fruits the fruits when I get back home, I'm so obsessed. Like fruits back home is just a different level of amazing.
Yeah.
And the chicken and
just everything.
Yeah, everything. That pretty much just everything. Yeah, food was really amazing. But yeah, I think she went. But then the next day, I think pretty much it was just a beaching. Pretty much most of the days it was a beaching.
Yeah.
But one day your aunt came, no?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. One day my aunt came.
I think that was the same day because I remember
after I came from breakfast, I woke up and I was like, "Yo, let's go.
Get ready." I remember he was rushing me to get ready. I was like, "Yo, hold your ass!" But then her aunt came, so they were both waiting on me because I was knocked out.
Yeah, so my aunt took us to basically like this, the Montego Bay town. I'm gonna come from Montego Bay. I don't know Montego Bay like that. So she took us to like go to the market for us to go buy some certain shit, and I made her try Jamaican patty, Jamaican real patty,
and cocoa bread.
Well, you buy up at them tinels and all of them something that's not patty. Anyways, but like juicy beef patty, the juicy beef,
so good. Beef. Yes.
If y'all know about juicy beef,
shout out to juicy beef. That was the best patty I ever have in my life.
Yeah.
Like no exaggeration. Yeah. Like the softness and the way
crunchy,
even the edges just the cocoa bread, everything just great. It was so good. And I think on the road too, I ended up getting some pepper and stuff from my mom. Like basically we had stuff to do on the road, you know? So like and that was like one of the first times I've actually been like around the off a resort, really around the town and stuff in Jamaica, and it's exactly like Guyana. Like there's no difference. So it didn't feel like it was like
you didn't feel out of place.
Yeah, it's like it was normal for me, you know.
Exactly.
So we went there, and then when we come back, I think we came back by ourselves to the resort, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we take back a bus and come back.
Yeah.
Cause I think she might have told the doctor we let we have. As I said, I don't know man to be like that. So and he let us off and we just crossed the road and come back.
Yeah. And then I remember we went to go talk to these taxi drivers because we were planning. Yeah. Went to go talk to one of the taxi drivers that we post up opposite the resort because we wanted to go to Margaritaville. So
the taxi driver they basically I tried thief way because I wasn't actually speaking in patois, so them things me a foreigner. And then once but bust out the Jamaican now because me hear the price them the taxi fare where I try come charge if I go right down this like when you know say Margaritaville they right down this about this $5,000, $3,000 where? Going where?
They see the
wristband to and know so we are come out of the place.
Yeah, so they're like
fresh meat. Fresh meat where?
So when she busts out the patois, they're like, Jamaican, and then one busts out the accent, like, but this, but that, but that, like,
no. Anyways, it didn't.
It never happened. Them times there too, Jamaica had declared a state of emergency because a lot of shit was happening.
Going in a Montego Bay, so we didn't even end up going.
Yeah, we couldn't make it, but I didn't really care because we still turned up either way, and it wasn't nothing that was I had to go do, right? So, but one thing we had planned before we went to go do is Dunn's River, to go Dunn's River Falls. So what I thought when I saw the excursion, I'm like, oh, we're gonna go get access to Dunn's River, like how everybody's go and just take pictures and enjoy the falls and stuff, you know, because I never actually like seeing waterfalls and stuff like that. So to actually be inside a waterfall, that would have been lit. So that's what I thought I paid for. So basically we had to go organize it, right? With this lady. We booked this trip through Sunwing. We had to go organize anything with this lady, and we are so misinformed.
Share next one. If me catch her again, you see.
She told us, oh, you're Janelle and Melina, oh, you guys missed the orientation, whatever meeting where we talked and went over everything that you could have done this week. And I'm like,
the kickstart meeting. The kickstart meeting.
We weren't aware that it was anything like that. Like, how are we supposed to magically pull that information out the air? We were not told that. We weren't told that. So we missed a lot of very important information that we were supposed to know throughout the whole trip. But anyways, we went up to her, we booked the Dunn's River Falls thing, boom, the day comes, the bus comes to take us or whatever. On the way there, the lady stand up, start talking, oh, so we're gonna make a stop first, we're gonna stop so that you can buy them water shoes and waterproof cases. And I'm like, why?
I have them stop because I came prepared.
But I'm like, but why? And then she's like, oh, how we're gonna be climbing the falls. If I could have done, why was I not aware that I was being told I have to climb the falls? You think I would ever go and climb a waterfall? What do I look like to you? You know? So then when she started telling me, Jesus Christ, I mean, I already paid the money, I'm not gonna waste it. I can't return back. I already up on the bus and them thing that. So I just buy the water shoes and buy the waterproof case from the shop, and then we pull up to there. We meet up the leader that was gonna take our group to go. So I'm standing up on top of the falls. I'm looking at the fall. I'm like, don't look bad. It's fine. Whatever. It looked reasonable, you know. And then we start walking down the stairs to go to the bottom of the falls. Walk down a bag of stairs, and I'm looking. I'm like, holy shit, holy shit.
Everybody are there.
Holy shit. Yes. I'm like, I'm praying. I'm like, yo, why am I in this situation that I'm in right now? I'm like, yo, I asked them too. I'm like, can I just stay and like y'all come find me later? They're like, nah, if you don't come, if you don't climb the falls, you're not making it back to the bus.
That sounds like
you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. So I remember walking down the stairs or whatever. You're walking through like a bare trees and stuff. In the trees in the forest over there by close to the falls, like there's this shack that they take people that may get injured or whatever, right? I just remember I just remember I'm walking down the stairs with, I remember looking in the shack, I just see a lady mash up. And from then I was just like, nah, bro. I was just so, like, she was so mashed up on the ground. Like, she just looked like dead. Like, she was so, no. I was just, yo, you remember how I was going to start going from that place? I'm like, whenever I was broken her hand, she already know a fear is in my body. Like, come on. So like, we get to the bottom, and like, when you get to the bottom, it's a beautiful beach that you come to. That beach there was so pretty, so clean, everything looked beautiful.
Like the shit you see in movies. Like, it was literally out of
such a nice beach that we came down to. Basically, what they tell us before we start climbing is that's how you have to hold hands. You have to hold hands because there's nothing for you to hold on to drag yourself up. There's nothing.
You're on your own.
You need to hold on to that person to help stand up. balance yourself. Cause there's no balance, dog. I'm telling you.
And the rocks are slippery.
It's so slippery. The water shoes very necessary. There were children in the group holding hand, and those holding their hands trying to get up. That's how it was, and you had to hold hands. The way I hold it, nobody can let go of me. Don't let go. Don't even try, because there are certain points where like I try to put my foot on the rock, and the way the current is coming and the way it's slippery, I'm just like putting my foot, I'm like, my body can't even make my other foot move to that rock because I thought I was gonna be flung away down the river. And everybody is just gonna come like a chain effect and come follow me down the fucking rock. No, because I was about to get flinged. Wait, Janelle, did you hear me praying?
Yes.
The whole time I was praying, I'm like, God, please don't let me drop. Because everybody is dropping. I'm not letting go. I'm not letting go. So, no, The whole time, yeah, the whole time I was just like, God, please no, God, please don't, God, please don't make me drop, please don't make me injure all these people, because that was what was gonna happen, you know. Certain parts, no, literally certain parts. So my heart was in my ass, because like I'm like, yo, look at the way the current is. If I move my 1 foot, my foot is gonna get taken. That's how I felt. But like, anyways, ended up making it. But a thing too, I think I didn't like about that is, I mean, I'm happy I accomplished it, but it just happened so quickly. Like the man who led it, he wasn't allowing us to chill, to chill or to take pictures or to enjoy wild gwan.
Let's go.
Like from everybody cross a certain part and chill there for 1 second, he's ready to go again. By the time you were trying to find a space to take pictures,
and there was so many other people, you know the background, you have to get the good angle.
There was no time for that. By the time thing, didn't have a choice, had to just put your phone back. One, but your business. So then anyways, we made it up back to the top, and then after we made it out, before we even went in, they told us that there's gonna be these vendors here. Do not make them put anything in your hand. Don't take anything from them. Don't take anything from them. Tell me how the fuck a souvenir end up in my hand. Please tell me how. I do not even know. I do not even know. They came to this point where you have to walk through like these, like this row of like shops. Little shops that had little souvenirs and everything there, right? And then all of a sudden this man come up to me, and then he's just like, oh, you see this or something. I'm like, I'm so confused. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? I'm so lost.
I was walking in front of you.
We weren't next to each other like this, right? So I'm like, what the fuck? And then like, I'm just seeing it's in my hand, and I'm like, when it's in my hand, I'm just like, I'm trying to give it back,
I look back. I just remember looking back, and I see her talking to this person, and I'm like, first of all, if you don't come and do this back and come, like. And you see, as soon as I start bust out the pot now and grab her and gone, everybody that was with us in that group start follow me and because they're like, you see,
I don't even know how that happened, because I'm a very strong, like I'm very assertive. I could speak my mind and I could tell people themselves, you know. I didn't even know what happened. All I know that just happened. And then, but obviously I'm not gonna buy it, because I was like, what the fuck. But it would have get flicked for the girl if he didn't take it back, to be honest. And then I heard like this next man, who I guess is probably like an OG there, was like, see, that's why you don't do the long talking something and them thing that like, you know, trying to
school in. That I came and like took her away. That you're like a strategist, that you have a gwan.
Them little hustlers, definitely was an experience. I mean, it wasn't exactly the way I wanted it to go, but at least I did it, and it's something I can say I did. I climbed the waterfall, you know. So that was great. And then afterwards, afterwards, it's kind of coming towards the ending of our trip, like 2 days before we left. The last day we were trying to plan out something or whatever, and there's like a lot of other things that happened during the trip. That trip was really good. It was. I think I learned a lot about that trip. It was our first trip we took together. I think I learned a lot about myself, about like anytime you travel, you learn something. Because every type of travel is always some different aspects and elements to it
that you never knew.
And I've never traveled with a friend before.
Me neither.
I've never traveled with a friend before. I usually just travel by myself or with family. So it was definitely a great it was a different, but it was a good experience. And we had more plans later on, but then COVID hit. If as soon as COVID, they said
everything just wrap up to get back to normal, like,
because I genuinely, I just want to go back to Jamaica. I just want to go somewhere with a beach. I just want to go somewhere to the
Jamaica's
beach.
so easy for us. Like, it's not that, you know?
It's so simple, and the all-inclusive and stuff, it's really simple. So hopefully, God willing, we can take another trip and do another story time. Probably do a vlog.
And do much more to bring you to country, so you can actually see Jamaica instead of like just doing like
resort, because resorts are not it. You have to see the real life, like outside of the resort, you know. So like, I think
should probably do that the next time.
The next time we go on any trips or whatever, we're gonna do a vlog.
100%.
But that's the only time y'all are gonna know anything else about our lives, because we're not gonna do vlogs about our daily lives.
We're busy for that.
But anyways, I know that was our trip to Jamaica.
Yes, our first story time for this channel. There's a lot more that's coming, because we have so much more to talk about. But this is the first of many story times.
I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And we will
see you in our next video.
Adios.
Bye.